All right, I'm here with the one and only Karen Strauss, and we're getting into rapid fire interview questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I really want to know what is different about the way you collaborate. How can others implement what you do?
We collaborate in so many different ways. First of all, just working with an individual author is a collaboration by itself. With hybrid publishing, the one-on-one is a partnership. We're not doing it for you, we're doing it with you. You get a say in cover design, interior design. We do a marketing execution strategy together. That's just one of the ways, and that's the key ways in which we collaborate with an individual. And then we collaborate with organizations and as well as people who have masterminds and groups. And we literally do collaboration books. So they're joint venture books. We might have 30 to 50 authors. They're all members of that one organization and an Amazon bestseller campaign. It's a beautiful experience for everybody.
What's a problem you see in the collaboration space? And do you have any tips to avoid or overcome these problems?
With collaboration books, if you've got 50 people, it is kind of like herding cats, getting them on the same page, 1,500 words, not 2,000 words. A headshot that's high resolution, not gotten off your Facebook page, things like that, getting people to submit their chapters on time. When you're collaborating with someone else or 50 someone else's, it's not just you. It's not something you can control. So you're always dependent on your collaboration partner to deliver what we all agree that you will deliver.
Okay, what appeals to you about collaboration?
I love working with people. The partnership comes out of team and out of working in a group than it does by yourself. I have learned so many things from so many people over the years because we're working towards the same goal. It's much more achievable, in a lot of ways less stressful. I can't think of everything. You can't think of everything by yourself, but together we're that much stronger. That truly is my favorite thing about collaboration, that everybody gets a voice, and I'm very big on amplifying messages and voices, and everybody gets a say, and it's a beautiful thing.
How would you define your dream partner?
My dream collaboration partner is someone who understands and recognizes how books can actually leverage your business. Books get you more authority and visibility, understanding those pieces, that it's not a matter of how many individual books you're going to sell at a time. It's really more about how many new clients will you get? How many more speaking gigs can you get? Podcasts, radio shows. If you have a book, you're that much more authoritative and people will take you more seriously. A person or a group that really understands that way of thinking is my person.
Yeah, I get that. People who are with it and understand the power of reciprocity and are not just shamelessly promoting themselves on TikTok and nobody else.
That's really a great point, that it's not just about me. And we even teach that in storytelling when we're working with our authors and writing books. No one wants to read necessarily about you, right? But they do want to have a story that illustrates a wider point. The whole thing is, let's tell a story that anybody else can relate to. And so it's all about partnership and understanding the other person and what the other person may need from you.
How would you define a good collaboration? What are the transformational outcomes of a good collaboration?
Well, first of all, a good collaboration starts with respect, understanding another person's gifts, another person's strengths. I know what I know, but I don't know what I don't know. And it's really to be open to that other person's genius. I call it your zone of genius. Everybody has a zone of genius. The transformation really does happen when you leave yourself open to really receiving what the other person has to give. There's no reason to be jealous or possessive or territorial about anything because there's so much room for all of us and we're all different in our own way. And even when we're in the same space, even a book coach or a life coach, we're in the same space, but we all deliver our messages differently. You might relate to me in a way that maybe someone else, the way they deliver their message is better for somebody else. Transformation happens when you leave yourself open to making all of that happen.
Jealousy is not going to get you anywhere in business. And the more successful the people around us are, the more likely we're going to be successful.
You want to hang around with people who are more successful than you. There's this old saying that you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with. And so if you're hanging around with people who make 7 and 8 figures, you're more likely then to keep up with them than if you hang around with 3 people who have no passion about anything. So it's a contagious thing.
Can you share a story about a collaboration with someone that changed your business or your life?
There's one person, I joined his, what he calls a meta mind. And these were people that are somewhat different than me in that they're very mind, body, spirit. They think in different ways. I come from the more traditional background. And so it was at first a little bit of a struggle to understand. Once I understood where they were coming from and they understood where I was coming from, in a way, we were learning each other's languages. Over the years, the head of this meta mind and we've been doing a collaboration book together with the people in the meta mind. I love doing that. He talks about your soul tribe. Who is your soul tribe? People say ideal partner, but your soul tribe is really who's the most meaningful to me. You know, I've learned so much. It has transformed me in the transformational space. It really has done quite a lot for expanding my universe and working with people who are a little bit more universal. Like I said, have a different language than I do. Many of them come to my 2-day book retreat called the Big Leap Retreat because they want to write a book. They hadn't figured out how to really put what they know to be true down on paper to expand their universe of ideal readers. We have all come together, have the respect and have the gratitude for each other's gifts. All of these things make a huge difference. And so I would say this is the one group that I joined that I probably never would have done on my own. Not only is inspirational to me work-wise, but very inspirational to me on a personal level.
What is one piece of advice about absolutely anything that you'd like to share?
I would say always be yourself. Be authentic. Talking about your soul tribe or your ideal client or your ideal partner really means that they're going to respond to you the way you are. If you're going to try and be something different, it's like going out on a blind date. You've been talking to this person and then you meet them and they're like completely different than who you thought they were. In business, it's really the same thing. You want to work with the people who get you the most excited and who you excite the most. The same is true for writing books. Don't think about it as this formal process. I have to be a writer to actually write a book. No, you can take a 3-minute speech and transcribe it, and we can create a chapter and create a whole book around that. So it's not as hard as people think it is. And so don't get too much in your head.